time-lapse on the Olympus can be done in 4K or high def. Basically what time-lapse is just, it'll just take one photo, one shot at a certain intervals and spread them out, and then at the end it'll collate all that into a video, or you can choose to turn that off and just have the pictures, or you can have both. I'll show you how to get into it. You need to go into shooting menu 1, go down to this thing here, which is adjust settings for sequential shooting, self-timer shooting, and interval shooting. So you can also, in that setting, you can change how many, like single shot, multiple shots. But what we want for this is the time-lapse one. So you get into that, and it's this one here, interval time-lapse. Now at the moment, you see you can't get into it because it's on iAuto mode. It'll only work in program, aperture, shutter, and manual. I like to keep it on program or aperture. Anyway, compose it in here as you would. So for instance, this is in aperture, so just set it up to what you want. Go to the interval, right click and on, and then right click again, and you can set up what you want. So in this case, so I've set it up for 799 frames. This bit here, start waiting time, that, fuck's sakes, this start wait time, that's like, so when you, that it'll start in, as soon as when I press the shoot button, it'll start in however long I set it here. I guess that's so you want to set it like to 5 seconds, so you don't shake the camera when you press the button, or like for instance, the sun's going to set at 6 o'clock, so, which is in 2 hours time, so you can set it for 2 hours time. I mean, that's stupid. If you're not there anyway, then what are you doing, So I mean, for this, I don't even know why that's there. I mean, it's gonna take like an hour to get the whole shot. So the first shot being bumpy doesn't really matter anyway. So this bit here is the crucial bit. This is the interval length. So so every 15 seconds, it'll take a photo of what was set in your, when you first composed it at that aperture, at that speed, that ISO, whatever was originally set when you first composed the shot. And this bit here, time-lapse movie, you can say at the end of it, when you press the menu button to get out of it after you're done, it'll create a movie for you. If you turn it off, it'll only do the pictures, and then you can go into Vegas or wherever and do it yourself, which is like, really, it's just one photo after another. But that just saves you time, and it creates an AVI file for you. And then this bit here, you want a 4K or high def, or full high def, or 4K. What does that say? 5 frames per second. So I think you can change that. Not with 4K, it has to be 5. If you go there, yeah, for full def you can change that. I don't know what that is. I think it's how quality. When I did it, each photo on the 4K was around 8 megabytes each. So you know what I mean. And actually, with these current settings at 799 frames at 15 seconds each on the 4K at 5 frames, down the bottom it'll tell you estimated start, estimated and the length of the movie. So it calculates 15 frames, 15 seconds at that many frames. When I did it, I was doing something in the garden. I didn't even get to 799 frames because I wanted to see how it worked out. So you can interrupt it. So I'll show you then. So if you do that, so that's set up to do that now, and it's on. So, yep, so it's on. Yeah, hang on. On. So you click it on. Now go back to the front. Set it up on your tripod, and press the shutter button. Now what you'll see up the top, it'll tell you how many shots it's going to do. There you go. There's the first one. And then every 15 seconds, it's going to take a photo, and that's it. That's all it does. So I'll do one more. I'll let that go through. There, another one. Now, when you've finished, or once it hits 799, it'll finish itself. You press the menu button, and then it goes busy because it's trying to make the movie. So that'll take longer if you've got heaps of shitloads of photos. And that's about it. Now, a few warnings. The battery, I did it for about an hour, 2 hours, and the battery was dead by the third hour. And also make sure you've got enough room on your SD card. The main thing is the battery, because the thing just chews through it. So if you can hook it into a power supply with the USB if you're doing something from your house or whatever. But that's about it. That's time lapse for the OMD EM Mark II. Thank you very much.